Good morning, everybody in the chat. It's Memorial Day weekend. You know we about to get live because it's GWG volume 255. We got 255 episodes, y'all. That's a lot. That's really a lot. So I want to welcome everyone that joined us today, and please make sure you slap that like button. Make sure you share this shit out. You better tell the world who we are. Anyway, let's start off with introductions and what have we been playing this week. Let me start off from base what I'm seeing on the screen here. Let's go with Miss Delilah.
Yes. So what I've been playing, intros, Delilah HD here, obviously. But what I've been playing, I actually completed Ravenlock, which is a voxel action RPG made by the developer is Coco Cucumber. It's kind of Boogie talked about it a couple weeks ago. It's kind of like Alice in Wonderland. You play as this girl who kind of finds herself in this mysterious fantasy world and kind of just play through. It reminds me of old school Zelda. Very fun game. Like, I started the game and I had a friend over and I was showing her the game and we just kind of played completely through from like A to Z. We started it and then I think it took us like 8.5 hours. And the reason why I say us, because she really helped me with a lot of the puzzles and stuff. So shout out to Tasha for helping me with the puzzles. But yeah, man, fun game. I definitely recommend it. But that's like the only thing I got a chance to kind of fit in this week. If you know anything about Microsoft had their build event all week long. Well, 3 days out the week. And so that kind of took a lot of my time. But yeah, very, very fun. I definitely recommend y'all to check out Ravenlock. It's on Game Pass, so pick that one up. But that's it. That's all I've been playing. And welcome everybody to the show.
All right, and I want to give a shout out to LBOOGIE 0208. She's officially on vacation, so if she's in the chat right now, it ain't the same, girl. It ain't the same. It is not the same without you. But get your rest and relaxation the Cali way.
Oh, what that mean? What is that supposed to mean?
Like, shit, you can do some shit in Cali you can't do in Georgia.
Well, that is true now. That is true.
Okay, Miss CHAREECE, what you been playing?
I was playing. Oh, it's your girl CHAREECE here. Midnight Suns. Like, I am enjoying I have stopped playing the story. I'm just playing around with Storm and the DLC characters. It's nice. It's a nice fleshed out character. Her moves are, of course, storms, wind, lightning, and all that mess. But her actions are nice. Her quips are nice. Her interactions with the other players are nice. Like, for a DLC character, she was very fleshed out to me. Yes, it's not, it ain't like the X-Men game. This is more arcane and all that stuff. So, but it like gives her history, it gives her backstory, her future, and this, side, the multiverse or whatever. So I am enjoying that character. I hopefully will pick up the story sometime, this weekend, because 3-day weekend. What else did I play this week? Of course, Genshin, Star Rail, which I have completed the story in Star Rail as of right now, because again, it is a live service game, so they're constantly updating it, and the next update will be in like a week or two, and I think they're going to add more to the game then. But other than that, I think that's all I did. Oh, wait, no. No, that's all.
Okay, that's it? Okay.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, the Rancor is still kicking my butt in Jedi Survivor, so.
Oh, wow. So you kind of, you feel stuck?
I don't want to say that. God, I do not want to say that. But I'm like, why is this enemy so early?
Can you adjust the difficulty?
I can't, and I'm playing on normal.
Oh, shoot.
Oh, damn.
Like, if I adjust it anymore, I'm going to easy.
Right.
And I'm like, damn, that's like, ooh.
Hey, it ain't. Yeah. Don't discourage yourself because you gotta knock down that difficulty. You better get your money worth and enjoy that game.
Yeah, especially if they're not tied to the achievements too. If they're not tied to the achievements, difficulty isn't tied to the achievements. There ain't no road.
So I'm thinking about just like loading up the game and just coming back to that fight later up, because I saved right before it. So I said I'm thinking about doing it. Just like I see y'all when I see you. But yeah. So that's all for me.
Okay. For me, I played some Overwatch.
Overwatch.
Yes, Overwatch. Overwatch 2 exactly. To be,
yeah, I'm just like kind of surprised a little bit.
I was like, when did you?
Right, like Overwatch.
I thought we was done with that one.
Right, I was expecting you to say Call of Duty again.
That was second when we ain't talking about that right now. We talking about Overwatch.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Overwatch is just I don't know. It just stuck with me. I may not be playing it like Call of Duty, but every once in a while, I want to get me a play of the game. I want to, stop the payload. You know what I'm saying? And I just completely ignore the battle pass. I don't put absolutely no money on the battle pass, even though that game is free. I'm not doing it. It's too many battle passes for me, man. Between Fortnite, Call of Duty, fucking Rogue Company, fucking Rainbow Six Siege, and Overwatch. Nah, I'm over the battle pass. And yeah, of course, I play Call of Duty. Of course. Same shit, different day. I just noticed that it's always gonna be like if I'm playing by myself, it's always gonna be a dude. It never fails. That's always going to talk about me making him a sandwich, or me,
that whole thing.
I'm ugly and I'm black, or the N word, and it just makes me want to kick your ass better.
Kind of like, I mean, that's all you got. Like
that's all you got. So I'm gonna practice. I'm going to practice my. I'm gonna practice my comebacks. I'm almost at 600. It's still mid, but on a Friday night with friends, it's amazing. We talk shit and we, kick ass. I hope with the next season that's coming up in about 19 days, I will be at 650. That'll be prestige, maybe 13, 14. And I just want something fresh, man. I can't be playing shit, man, in Shoe House all the damn time. All the time. Just the same. It's like 2 small maps. But you can level up your guns or level up your rank really quickly in those matches. But damn, can we get like new maps? I'm looking at the Warzone map for rank, and it got all the Call of Duty maps all in one big ass map. I'm like, why don't you just like chop up the maps and put them in multiplayer? Plenty of people want to play Afghan. Plenty of people want to play Terminal. Y'all got it in Warzone. Why y'all ain't got it in multiplayer? That's how I'm thinking things. And that's it. I'm just ready for Diablo. Coming up.
You getting their early access?
Hell nah. I got bills.
Nigga, so wait. Just so I'm clear, because y'all, I'm not the biggest. Y'all know I really don't play Activision games like that. So my question is, when does Diablo drop?
Early access is January 1st. Excuse me, June 1st.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, that's in a few days.
Yeah.
I kind of wish it was 31st. That way we could play on our day off.
Yeah.
That's fair. That's fair.
Like they could go ahead and do this a day early.
Go ahead and finagle it, move it around.
Yeah. But officially, I think it comes out like Friday.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm like, nah, I couldn't. I'm planning. I'm crossing my fingers, hoping I'm getting these PAX tickets, and then I gotta buy my SSD card. I ain't no way I was gonna spend $90 to $100 on Diablo. Ain't no way. I was looking. I was like, do I really need cosmetics? Do I really need a battle pass with 20 tier skips? Nah.
In the chat? I gotta ask if we easy getting this.
Ask him.
Hey, this is the only reason I wish my husband played. Like, baby.
Oh, we game ship, honey. We...
Oh, I'm telling you right now. One of the
and she did ask him too.
One of the qualifications, we gonna have to game share. Like, that's a checklist.
But what if your man didn't play what you gamed?
What you mean?
We like
not a game.
We like different. We
still gonna game share.
Yeah,
we still gonna game share.
I don't like half the crap he plays. I don't know. Anyway, he be playing hockey and Lord.
See, I can't do that right now. That'd be something.
Oh, I forgot one more game I played. I finally played RimWorld.
Hey, Oh, wait, it in the chat.
Yeah.
Let's go.
So, before I continue, Sir X-Men, thank you for the $2 super chat. The story in Star Trek Resurrection is so good. Okay.
You know what? Boogie probably already done watched that because she loves her some Star Trek.
So, I'm like, I played it. I finally played it and streamed it. Did I
survive? That's the only thing that matters.
Oh, look, y'all not even up yet. Oh. Y'all was on season 1. I'm on season 2.
Oh, did I survive season 1?
Yes.
Okay.
Delilah and CHAREECE and LBOOGIE survived season 1.
Okay, there we go.
Y'all gotta thank the 30 cats that came into the compound, and there was y'all bullet sponges for the raid that was coming while y'all was going to the ship. That's how it went. I will never forget it because we were all about to die because this big ass raid was coming, and these gangs of cats just said, took them hits for y'all, and y'all was running on the ship. It was so funny. So I put Jizzle, I put Wolf as my beginners.
Did Jizzle make it?
Oh god,
they're all alive right now.
Died. Well, no, Jizzle alive.
They both are still alive.
You should do. Discord, you should have a running count of who's alive and who's dead.
Yeah,
I should. I'll put it probably on the Xbox and say like season 2, and I call it the town, and I forgot the name of the colony. But it's the same shit. I think the controls are simplified way much better than it was on PC. It's gonna be a hard learning curve for like a newbie person playing RimWorld, but for me it wasn't as bad as I thought it would be, knowing that I played it on PC. Right now we just growing food. We're building we are studying to get geothermal power, because that's when we get the geothermal power, it's popping. That means I can get electricity, I can get gas stoves, I can get sprinklers, I can get, shit is awesome. They do have a cheat mode, like they have a god mode on PC, right?
Lady, and y'all ever notice like Lady go super in depth on her what game she been playing? She tell a whole story and like,
well, it's so good.
Like, oh yeah, I played Ravenlock 10 minutes, 10 seconds. It's over.
I need to play this game because it sounds like Sims to the utmost.
I can't get past the graphics though. I can't.
Man, they got mods for that.
I still can't get past
on Xbox though.
No,
they got mods.
No, they ain't got no mods.
See?
They ain't got no mods. They ain't got no mods. All right, that's all I've been playing because I've been rambling. Let's get to the topics. I've been rambling. Sorry.
Okay. You say rambling. I'm using that.
Also, you got to split. I was looking at the topics list. You got to flip. You got to put the as the deal turns to the second topic, because you got Naughty Dog is like.
Okay, I'll do that. I got you.
PlayStation.
Switch 2 and 3. I got you. I got you.
Yeah.
Switch 2 and 3. All right. This week, I guess I never seen a game roasted so bad in a long time. But Lord of the Rings Gollem was reviewed. It was the worst reviewed game of the year, and that's a lot.
See, I gotta see what developer worked on this.
The developer is, I think, I don't want to butcher this.
It's
DELILAH, I think.
That's what I would say.
It starts with a D.
DAEDALIC.
DELILAH. DAEDALIC. They put out, they said that, they gave out after, the whole world roasted the game. And
not the whole world, but yeah.
Oh, well, okay, the gaming community. Okay. How about that?
Yeah,
there it is. Yeah. So, they came out with a statement and they deeply apologized, and they're working tirelessly to fix the bugs and the technical issues, and they're committed to improving with patches, and they're apologizing really heavy on her. And
go ahead.
My question to you, ladies, how it feels to were you interested in this game to begin with? Do you think the bombs are justified? Do you think in this day and age, that is this going to be a continued thing about patches, like throwing out, you know, shitty work and then having a patch and expects to be okay?
Ooh,
that last part, yes.
Yeah, that last part.
I think we're here. Patches are here to stay, but you have to have a solid foundation to actually patch. From what I've seen and heard of this game, solid is nowhere near it. You gotta have something to work with. Like, I was watching clips of it because I was like, no game can be that bad this early in the year. Like, and it was not graphically. I don't know. It looked like almost a 360 type game. And I don't know.
I guess I don't know. I always try to look in. You know, I like to dig deep and find out like who developed it, what other games they worked on before, and I just looked at this. I pulled them up, and I don't recognize a single game that they've made. They've been around for a long time. But
I think they've been more of a support studio.
That's what I want. Like, if you go look at the list of games that they developed, I promise you, I can't tell you.
Hold on.
Any single game on this list that sounds familiar. And when I think it's a game that's related to something that I've heard before, it's not. Because they got one over here called like Pillars of the Earth. I heard of Pillars of Eternity. I haven't heard of Pillars of the Earth. You know, so I guess if, for me, it's just like maybe this was a team that was, you know, making a ton of PC and mobile games. Because I see a lot of Android, iOS, you know, type titles, Mac, and, you know. But in the last, I would say, the last 6 to 7 years, they've been doing a lot of, you know, console-based games. But I still don't recognize a single game.
They're a German studio.
Yeah, so it's weird, but I don't know. But it's like, they apologize, and maybe it was just a matter of, I mean, what's the trailers they showed before? Was it hyped up? Like, I don't.
That's the thing. I don't remember the trailer.
Right, like, I mean, I think I've seen the trailer like a while ago, but it wasn't something that was like, oh, I gotta, when I see, because I like Lord of the Rings. It was, when I saw it though, it wasn't something like, oh yeah, I gotta go play Gollem.
Yeah.
You know. So I don't know. This is kind of, because this looks like this is, you know, Lord of the Rings is a kind of renowned IP. So it's unfortunate because, you know, now they're going to be compared to games like Hogwarts. You know what I mean? Like, and how great that was considering the circumstances, as we know. But it's like, man, I don't know. I hate to see this for them. And hopefully, you know, they can, you know, patch the game, get some of the bug fixes, do some upgrades over time. But I just, at the same time, like, as a gamer, I'm tired of that story. I'm tired of that narrative of like, oh, release the game, patch it later. I am so tired of that. But we'll see what happens. I didn't have a really strong interest in this game in the first place, but yeah. So.
What about you, CHAREECE? Go ahead.
I am a Lord of the Rings fan, but I didn't really want to play this game in the first place because I'm not a Gollem fan.
Yeah.
But this right here has completely turned me off, and I don't know. As much as the diehard Lord of the Rings fans are, you'd have thought they would have put up a bigger fuss if they had been if the studio had been doing, I guess, updates normally, if they had been putting out trailers, if they had been, you know, doing stuff like a regular publisher would, nobody would be blindsided like this was. I think that's what kind of happened, is that the people didn't see anything, didn't know anything, and all of a sudden this game drops, people buy it, and it is like, what did I just spend my money on? If they had some idea of what they were getting, and I hope they did not pay $70 for this.
What's the price? What's the price of it? Is it
too much?
I don't even know.
Too much?
Let me see if I can.
I don't care. It's too much. It could have been $20. It was too much. It was probably $50, $60.
You think it was? I don't know.
Let's find out while I talk about my.
I'm searching it now. I'm searching now.
I am one of the biggest Lord of the Rings fans. Okay, I'm looking at my special edition Blu-ray box set up there, and I will admit that, you know, I think one of the best Lord of the Rings games was, I think, in the Xbox 360 era. I think it was Return of the King, I think. But they wasn't the best. The majority of the Lord of the Ring games were not the best. And also I didn't see any gameplay. They didn't show me enough that I really wasn't paying attention. So in the back of my mind, well, I don't see no gameplay. I didn't see that much marketing. I didn't see anything but that trailer we watched, I think, a while back. Yeah. Was it last year? I want to say.
Lady Foxfire is saying that they showed it at Summer Game Fest last year.
That's what I read too.
But they didn't really show anything in between.
Apparently not.
Not since then. Maybe they felt like they had enough, because I do think that trailer showed well at the show. I feel like it was something we probably would have pointed out if it was bad. So I think it showed great at the show, but it's been a year. People have forgotten about it, So you got to kind of, anytime it's marketing, you got to keep a cadence. You got to have a plan. And like the next, in month 3, we're gonna do this. In month 5, we're gonna do. You got to have
where's your marketing department?
That's right. Like you got to have some sort of plan. So I don't know. It's strange. I looked up the price. It's $60. But it's already dropping significantly in price. Like you can get it as low. I've seen in other places you can get it as low as like $30. And that's always
that game came out last week.
Just came out and then That's always
that game came out last week.
Yeah. So I don't know, but do y'all think do y'all think they can do something to remedy this, to compact this kind of thing?
It's a wrap.
You think it's a wrap?
It's a wrap.
You don't think enough people care about it? Does anyone? Matter of fact, has anybody in the chat played this game?
I bet you they didn't.
Or Betty, like, what can save it? Like, think of Cyberpunk.
Right.
Cyberpunk.
Exactly.
Cyberpunk and Gollem is 2 different things.
Well, we know that, but the fact that that's a good model, right? Like they came out in a bad state, and then they were able to upgrade it and patch it later on, and now people are, it's doing much better as far as numbers and experience. So maybe they could. I always like to hear. I love a redemption story. I would love to hear them say like, "Oh yeah, down the line we have some DLC, and this is also going to fix XYZ in the game." Because if you look at it, what's the real reason as to why this game was rated very low? Was it gameplay, or was it?
They didn't have, but that's the thing. They didn't have any gameplay at all. I don't remember Delilah out on everything. I do not remember nothing after that. I think it was
a CG. I agree with you. I think when they showed it, it was a CG trailer. And then it came out, and so that's what I'm asking. Like in the reviews, is the problem gameplay, or is it just that graphical frame rate?
Glitches. From what it's glitches, bugs, frame rate, some of everything. Like it's a bare bones game. Wow. I don't even think they could get past to the gameplay part of it to actually, talk about it.
And see, I feel like then that brings up a larger discussion that we probably should have in one of our offshoot shows. Of like releasing games in an incomplete state, or being that whole thing of being forced to release because of a certain time frame or a certain quarter in the year. Like I think this is part of a larger discussion, not so just much them. Like why did they feel compelled or forced to release this title now? I mean, is there a movie coming out? You know what I'm saying? It's like
you got the TV show, but again, takes place before different time periods.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. But when does the TV show come out? Like I'm trying to figure out what made them feel like they had to release this game in this state right now.
The show is already, I think they're working on season 2. Well, writer strike. Right. That happens. Mm-hmm. But yeah, season 2 is supposed to be coming next year, I believe. So, and season 1 came out last year. So I guess this was like in between. And they were trying to keep the name out of there or something. Sure. I don't know.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. I don't know. This shit better be $10, and they better have the patches.
It's too soon. The game just came out. Like I don't think it'll be $10.
That's bad, girl.
That is.
Hey, we had the same discussion around Black Friday. Let's see how much that game done got down to.
Man, that shit bad. That shit gonna be free at the Epic Store by Friday, by Black Friday. Think I'm lying? You think I'm lying?
Buy a regular game, get this game free.
They did that to a game one time. Like, buy this game and you get this game for free. Oh,
making it a package game now? Y'all tripping.
2 for 1, girl. A 2 for 1. A 2 for 1. Mm-mm. You can't beat that. Okay. As the deal turns, this is our maybe our bi-weekly recap on the Xbox ABK,
Drama.
saga. It's going on 2.5, 3 years now.
It seemed like it's that long, but it hasn't really been.
It seemed like it though.
It seemed like it's been forever, but come on.
It been. Yeah, so Microsoft appealed against the CMA's blocking of the Activision Blizzard deal. That they're going to start doing the work for that May 30th. So I think that's after Memorial Day weekend. Oh, am I correct? Let me double check.
That's in a few days.
That's 2 days. That's Thursday. Sorry, Tuesday. Oh yeah, they're going back to work after Memorial Day weekend, and they got paperwork here, and it's 5 grounds. It's a lot of documents. Mostly they're really talking about the importance of cloud gaming. It looked like on ground 2 is like the responsive ERD in failing to make proper amount of 3 long-term commercial agreements, which the applicant had entered into the cloud gaming providers with the licensing rights to stream its games, including Activision gaming contest post-merger in its assessment. So I don't know. You guys would like to talk about it, or do you think they're gonna win their appeal and keep the ball rolling, or is just gonna be more of the delay? And you are allowed to plead the fifth for anyone in the.
I'm just gonna say what Satya say. Let's just see how it plays out.
That's it.
Out. That's all I can say.
I just find it interesting how this is literally the only country, well, 2 if you count the United States, where they have turned down this deal. Like, are they not getting the same reports that the other countries are getting, or are we just like, I can understand you ask questions, do your due diligence and everything, but like at this point it is literally looking like you are, how do I want to put it? You are not. You're just doing stuff just to be doing stuff. You're being extra for no reason whatsoever. You are turning down this deal just to be petty. You're trying to make a name for yourself for no reason whatsoever. You are like, boo, you might end up getting fired for this in the long run because you ain't doing your job correctly. This is what it sounds like to me. Like somebody is not, they are purposely dragging this out to cost somebody some money and make a name for themselves. I could be wrong, and I hope I'm wrong. And I hope maybe they see something that nobody else in the entire world sees, because at this point I think it's 38 countries have approved this deal. I don't know. It's just at this point, like, dude, just call it a day.
Okay. When you a hater and you got money, I think this is the things that happen, especially with this deal. I don't think that it's gonna be too much longer. There really isn't that much they can do to really stop this deal from happening. The best thing they can do is find reasons to delay the inevitable. I think that it's more of a Sony problem, and I think they failed to realize the value of what a live streaming service was, because I truly believe, I think, Game Pass in some way, shape, or form will be able to fund this big deal that's happening. And in the beginning of the live gaming service, Romp 2017 and stuff, they really wasn't with it. They really thought that their approach was the best approach, and now last year and on forward, they're really seeing the dynamic shift from single player experience, exclusivity, identity, to now, we got to make more money, we have to build more services or focus more on multiplayer games, example with what we're going to talk about later on today. And I think they didn't catch up and they didn't adapt, and this is what happens when you don't adapt to the landscape of gaming, especially in business. I'm not a business person, but I'm a consumer. I know that eventually one day I can't buy physical copies no more. I don't have time to, you know, do those things. Now online is like where it's at, and they didn't adapt, and now they want to block some shit. So that's what I gotta say about that.
One thing I do want to add, because y'all know I can't really go that deep, but
yeah,
I do think it is feeling weird that it seems like it's only the CMA that has an issue. Because I mean, recently, was it Brazil, China? Who else was recently approved?
China, Japan, Brazil,
South America?
Africa.
Oh, South
Africa.
Yeah.
What else? Like the majority of the first world countries.
So, what I was gonna say was that even if you think about that, because we know what's going on with the FTC. The FTC situation is a little bit different. They actually filed a lawsuit against the acquisition, but they opted not to file an injunction that would actually prevent the deal from closing. So that's a little bit different. It's like as if they say, okay, yeah, we don't like it, but there's nothing really they can actually do to say stop. So
again, they're just wasting people's time and money.
Well, I mean, we'll see what happens. Like, that's the thing. We got to wait and see how it play out. Like, that's how I look at it. That's how I see it. It's just a matter of time at this point, I think, because it seems like at this point it's only the CMA, and that's weird. That's a weird place to be in. If you got you like CHAREECE said, first world countries, and that's how you say it. You say first, right?
The first world countries.
I don't want to be offensive to anybody,
Yeah,
it's historically like.
Yeah. I know I don't want to be offensive to anybody, so I'm just gonna say the larger conglomerate. I have it. If I'm saying that word right, whatever. They have approved the deal. Like your China's, your Japan's, your Brazil, like these countries have already made their decision, and it's like. It's weird.
Come on, hurry up.
Like
hurry up.
What does the CMA see that the other countries did not see? Like, point us out. Give us a PowerPoint presentation. Yeah. Let us know and that what's going on here.
Yeah, and I think the few because I know Windows Central talked about it. Definitely check out that article because they talked about the actual details of what the appeal means and things like that. And I'll share with y'all in our DMs, but. Yeah, it goes into a little bit more detail about exactly what it means, but I mean, for me, it's just kind of a wait and see. So,
all right. I just hope it's over soon, so I can see some damn games. That's all. That is it.
I just want them to stop making Call of Duty all the time. That's all I want.
I want them to make Sekiro 2, man.
I can't tell y'all. I don't play a single Activision Blizzard game. I don't play
because they only make Call of Duty.
Well, no.
And what about Diablo?
And
that's all Blizzard do.
And what about Overwatch?
And World of Warcraft?
What about Sekiro? Because I see their credits up in the front, so they got something with that.
They published that game from.
Yeah, but they got their hand in it. They got their hand in it.
They got a pinky in it.
Who owns the IP? Who owns the Sekiro IP? Doesn't Activision own IP?
Ooh.
I don't know about that part.
Well, I'm gonna look that up real quick.
Ooh, because if Activision owns that Sekiro IP, then that might be. It could be a possible too.
No,
I'm sorry.
I want a cameo too. Hand that off to one of them studios that are doing Call of Duty.
I wish. Oh my goodness, that's one of man. You already know, like.
I was gonna say, you got 20 dozen studios working on Call of Duty. Like, get them people something else to do.
I want to play Candy Crush on my Xbox.
Girl.
I'll go back, girl. I'll go back if they put Candy Crush on the Xbox. All right. On to the next topic. Okay. Naughty Dog.
Oh my God. We should have known something was up with this one. This mess is. I was trying so hard not to laugh at this.
They bread and butter. Y'all remember this is the media darling, game of the year, They pulled they had plans for a multiplayer called Factions. They had a trailer. They had a little bit of gameplay. A little bit, but not a little bit. But You never heard from it again. Mind you, they're making like, PC ports and, digital deluxe PS5 at $10 version of The Last of Us. And apparently they're not ready. They need more time. So I'm gonna, I'm gonna read what they said earlier this week.
No, not earlier this week. Yesterday.
This was yesterday?
Yesterday.
Okay.
And, which goes back. Delilah said they always do bad news on Fridays. Delilah said that like last year sometime. Wait, we can't hear you.
We can't hear you, girl.
I was gonna say that's a marketing industry thing, though. That's a marketing industry thing. Like, bad news Friday, let the weekend wash it away. Good news Monday, Tuesday, refresh. That's like a marketing.
And ever since she said that, I have noticed it. It has been a standard. If somebody releases a press release on a Friday, it is bad news.
Bad news on Fridays. Okay, got it. We know many of you have been looking forward to hearing more about The Last of Us multiplayer game, me, myself included.
Oh my goodness.
We are incredibly proud of our studio has done us far, but as development has continued, we realize what is best for the game is to give it more time.
Before you go deep, like, I'm mad they had to say we proud of y'all but you notice that?
We're incredibly proud of the job our studio has done so
they
far.
Had to say we proud of y'all, but we ain't gonna like.
We ain't got time.
Continue reading.
That's okay.
I found that funny. That's all.
Okay. Our team will continue to work on the project as well as other games in development. This ain't about the other games though. We talking about the Last of Us factions. Anyway, including a brand new single player experience. We look forward to sharing more soon. We're grateful to our fantastic community for your support. Thank you for your passion for our games, and it continues to drive us. Naughty Dog. Now, I have my eyes open for factions, but really not that much. Because again, same thing with Lord of the Rings Gollem, All I saw was that trailer. I saw that little speckle of gameplay or CGI gameplay or whatever you want to call it. And that was it. You didn't hear nothing about it. You didn't see it or anything. I'm okay for them saying that they need more time, because that lets me know that I'll have less bugs, less glitches. It'll be more polished. But how much time? That's what worries me. Is it 3 months? Is it 6 months? Is it a year? They didn't give out a time frame, and that's worried me. That's worried for me. What about you, ladies?
I got you, Delilah. I got you.
Thank you.
So, okay, they released that statement. It's all PR, all nice, dandy, but they released that statement to try to counteract this article that came out by old boy.
Who?
Jason's, what's his name?
Schreier.
Schreier, whatever. Anyway, dude, apparently this multiplayer, I hate to tell you, lady, but you might not be getting this game no time soon. First of all, they done cut the team down. This is a much smaller team working on factions. And I hate to say it, but I know y'all be hating on Destiny, but Destiny is a live service game, which is what factions is supposed to be. So the people from Destiny came to Naughty Dog and told them their game ain't shit. And that's what made them push this game back. Like, to me, that's hilarious. Like, how you gonna walk in somebody else's house and tell you that your mess ain't, like, this ain't gonna work?
Like your kitchen dirty.
Thank you. Like,
I'll be embarrassed.
I can understand if it was my mama.
I'll be
I can understand if it was my mama. But if my mama came in my house and told me, baby, your house is understandable. But the lady down the street,
yeah, you can't come in my house and say nothing.
We fighting.
Yes, we are fighting. I'm telling you now.
But for real though, Destiny is as of right now, Destiny is the live service king. There is not a live service game that has as much engagement as Destiny. Even if you hate on Destiny, you
Ain't
still
Call
talking
of
about
Duty a
Destiny.
live service game?
I don't know about Call of Duty right now, y'all.
I'm
You
just
talking
saying.
about me?
I'm calling a spade a spade.
And
I'm calling a spade a spade.
Hey, you know what? We ain't talking about that.
I'm just saying. Let's
But
keep it
again,
let's keep it,
this
let's
is
keep it
why.
on
This is also why Sony bought Bungie for
for
that knowledge that they have, and they are applying this knowledge to these other games. People can get me mad all they want, but this is why Sony bought this studio, for that knowledge. And hey, this is what you get. Y'all game got pushed back.
Well, I'm not gonna hold my breath on factions, and
like I don't want to comment on because I never played factions, so I don't know. It's not something that.
Well, I think The Last of Us 1. They did a multiplayer. I think it was The Last of Us first one. I played a few games. It was all right. It was a 4v4. I think one life, and then you gotta see. That's how far back I played. It was cool, so I was intrigued. I know there were some people that were not happy with that, and rightfully so, because if you play The Last of Us religiously and you played online multiplayer before religiously, and that was your main game, and this was the next step of it, and you were excited, and they're talking about, well, hey, we're going to delay it, but we don't know when. You are right. You have the right to be upset because you want to know what's really going on, and they're not really giving you much. All they're saying is that we appreciate us, and we working on another project that think this project, but we're gonna talk about the other project soon. And thank you for being y'all and dealing with it. And I think that's kind of like a slap in the face. And with the article that Jason put out, that just add fuel to the fire that, realistically, for the real fans of The Last of Us multiplayer, he said The Last of Us multiplayer died 11 years ago. Don't be like that. There's probably still people playing that right now.
Don't be like that. I think people still play that, which is kind of, I didn't know that.
Probably private matches or something.
Popular.
Yeah. Private matches and stuff like that. So,
I did want to speak because, I don't really want to go too deep on it, but one thing I did want to speak on was they did mention that they're working on a single player experience, which for me is great because it's like they're sticking to what they know. They going back and saying, okay, well, this may not be working out. We have to kind of cut down here and there, which is what I took when I read it, and saying, okay, we're going to pivot and work on this single player experience that we're going to announce in the future. I'm perfectly fine with that because that means that Naughty Dog is going to be focused on what they good at. I'm cool with that. Because they got enough support studios that can flush out the multiplayer for factions. They got enough. Like, they could be like, we're going to give part of this and such and such. I feel like at the end of the day, even though it had to get delayed, it's going to work out in the end because they're able to play to their strengths. So
it is what it is. All right. We're going to talk about now. We're going to talk about
dun dun dun. Right, exactly.
We're gonna talk about the PlayStation experience showcase. Yeah. I said experience. Yeah. Okay.
It was an experience.
It was.
It was not necessarily a good one, but it was an experience.
Mm-hmm. All right. The good, the bad, the ugly. Your insights, your highlights, your lowlights, so whatever you want to talk about as far as that show. All right, I'll go first since nobody wants to say nothing.
Good, bad, ugly.
Sword of the Sea is gonna get it. I love Sword of the Sea. It gave me Journey vibes, and if you guys didn't play Journey on PlayStation 4, you better play it. It is so good. It's simple. For me, that game really eased my mind and put me in a place that I would like to be. So Sword of the Sea gave me that vibes. Neva, which is a good game. I looked at it. It was pretty cool. I got, curious. Assassin's Creed Mirage. I honestly thought it was, a remastered of, Assassin's Creed 2, but it's actually a brand new experience. What else? Metal Gear 3. I'm with it. Anybody who had never played Metal Gear 3 is the best one. I'm telling you right now. They have in the collection, and they had a little Spider-Man. It was cool till I found out that almost half those games that on the PlayStation Showcase came out was going to be on Xbox. So that kind of eased my mind a little bit. It turned from, oh man, okay, I'm looking up, digital PlayStation 5, and it changed to like, okay, I can just buy this shit on Xbox. But it was alright. It was alright.
Alright.
It was alright.
Okay, you gonna go next? All right.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and let you know. I'm gonna give it a B-.
Oh yeah, because you didn't necessarily give us, like, lady, you didn't give us your good, bad, ugly, and a grade in your letter grade. So.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
lady.
my good, bad, ugly. The good was the first two games I talked about was Sword of the Sea and Never. It was something original and different. I like that. The bad is that Sony just gave free promotion to Xbox because those games are going to Xbox anyway. The ugly, y'all gonna hate me. Spider-Man.
What?
I'm not.
Yes,
okay.
y'all gonna be mad at me.
I'm not gonna hate you, but that's
Spider-Man 2,
take.
Spider-Man DLC, man. Y'all gonna get milk, and y'all got it. Y'all got it. It's gonna be the same shit.
It's milk. Okay.
It's milk. It's milk.
All right.
It's mother's milk, and y'all gonna suck the shit out that shit because y'all love Spider-Man. Y'all love Spider-Man like it is the holy coming of New York City. But that's y'all. I respect it. That's what y'all want to play.
No, wait, what was your letter grade?
A D.
D. Okay. Wow.
It was a C.
But you
took it down.
Okay.
I took it
down
down.
Some points. I got you.
Okay, so I'm gonna still do my B-. Okay.
Okay.
B-. My good. I don't even know if I got a good.
You said B-. Okay.
B-.
But you got
How you got a B-? And you ain't got no good.
That.
Okay. I'm thinking. I'm trying to get straight. B-. Oh, because of the diversity in the trailers.
I gotcha. Yeah.
There was a lot of black women. There was a lot of POCs. There was straight white men. No offense, we love y'all. I'm not a straight white man. I get tired of seeing y'all all the time. No offense. Alan Wake. That is a black girl. She had her hair popping. Hey, that's a B right there. Okay. So yes, that was my good. No, that's why it's got to be minus. My good, like lady said, all that mess is on Xbox. Like,
so that's your good.
That's my good.
They lost $399 plus tax that day.
Like,
in the first half.
I ain't trying to mean that. If them games come out on Game Pass, it's gonna be ugly. But we ain't gonna come out of it. Anyway.
No, I don't think it's going on. I don't think it's going on Game Pass. I maybe Never and Sword of the Sea, maybe. But I know not Mirage. I know not Metal Gear 3.
I don't know. No, wait. That Mirage that's Assassin's Creed. That's Ubisoft. Ubisoft games are on Game Pass. They might not be day and date, but they are on Game Pass. They just don't want to advertise it yet. So, yeah.
Is that a tinfoil hat moment?
No, baby, that's not a tinfoil hat moment. You can go right now, and you will find Ubisoft games on Game Pass.
Oh, yes. You are correct. Correct.
It was a tinfoil moment last year, but this year,
yeah.
My bad is, again, they show CGI. I want to see gameplay. Like, they had
not real gameplay on the bottom of the shit.
Nothing. Like, one of the trailers that they showed was the very first one. I can't even remember the name of it, but it was like these three people that was like trying to attack something or whatever, like some kind of free to play type shooter game, but it was all CGI. The game from Destiny, all CGI. Again, I want to see gameplay. Yeah. The ugly, like, what the hell was a movie trailer doing in my game showcase? I ain't trying to be mean in that, like,
Gran Turismo.
That just ain't what I
kind of want to see it though.
My daughter said she want to see it too, and I was like, we can see it, but that's not where it needed to be at.
Okay.
Yeah, fair. I mean,
y'all gonna pay $70 for a movie? Y'all gonna pay $70?
Well, listen, no. We know good well they're gonna cost $70 for a movie. But the thing is, I feel like it would have hit different if they hadn't already showed a trailer. because they had already showed the trailer like a while ago. Yeah. And so for them to show that same trailer, it felt like filler. It felt like filler so bad. Okay. So I'll let you finish, Charisse. Yeah, let me know if you finish.
Let me see what else. The ugly. Where was my Wolverine at? We ain't heard nothing from that since last year.
Girl, that's gonna be on a mid-gen refresh.
Well just chill and relax.
And you know, I don't know. It just wasn't hitting like I thought it should have. Like, PlayStation is known for. We've been saying it for longest too. PlayStation is known for their single player experiences, but they are trying to jump into the live action, the live service type model games, and wasn't nothing there. It was all CGI. They should have actually shown gameplay. There was no dates for anything. It was just like,
oh man, I think that was a killer though when they had showed Spider-Man and it showed fall 2023.
Just fall, like when is fall? When fall is August 1st or what?
It's like I thought it was September to December is typically fall. Still,
fall starts when school start. That's August.
Yeah, it's a large range though. Regardless.
Yeah, so like I don't know. At this point, I still ain't got no reason to turn on my PlayStation. Nothing is a die-hard game for me to buy. Like, and the one game that would have been interesting to me, Tower Fantasy, I can play that on my PC and mobile. Final Fantasy, we already talked about that. I'm not getting that day one. So like, I don't know. Yeah. The exclusives just wasn't exclusive.
Really, right? It was only Final Fantasy and Spider-Man.
Foam Stars.
Well, we don't. That's Square Enix. We don't know if they're announcing that for everything. I could so see that Foam Stars game on Switch or something like that.
Me too.
I could see that on something
You think they're gonna have Foam Stars on the Switch?
They might. But anyway,
that bootleg Splatoon. Bootleg.
It is very bootleg.
Can I do
yes.
Good back?
Yes. Yeah, go ahead, Delilah. Go ahead.
Okay. So for me, what's your letter grade? You said B minus.
Okay. B-.
So for me,
I'm gonna stick with my B-, even though people in the chat telling me I should go down some, but I'm gonna stick with a B-.
I think they're just being petty. For me, I would, if you know me, first let me go into my good, bad, and ugly. I thought for me, because it felt like something Xbox would do as far as the diversity of games, even down to the pacing. Like, it felt like, we're gonna go indie, then we're going VR, then we're gonna go a little AAA, we're gonna sprinkle some AAA in between. Like, it felt like they had been watching for the last couple of years the Microsoft shows and was like, we're gonna have something on that same ilk. Because if you think about it, Sony wants to appeal, and like any company, they don't want to just appeal to us, the hardcore that need AAA, have to have AAA. They want to appeal to everybody. And so I think that's exactly what that show was, right? So for my good, bad, and ugly though, the good, because I'm an Xbox fan, gotta put on for the home team. The good was the multi-plats. I'm not gonna
Not even mad. Not even mad.
I'm not gonna hold you because the two games that stood out to me. Well, to me that whole show had some really good stuff, but the standouts were, of course, Marathon from Bungie. I mean, it's Bungie. We know the gunplay gonna be on point, but Phantom Blade Zero.
That did look nice.
And I got some more details on that game. And then Alan Wake 2. All because I just like Alan Wake. And that used to be a Microsoft published first party title. So those two are the standouts, and that's part of my good. It's the multiplats and the fact that out of all the games that was shown, I'm gonna get a chance to play them on my favorite platform. Right? No shame on my part for that. But for Phantom Blade Zero, just to add a little bit more insight, that game has not been confirmed to be fully exclusive because there's no time deal in place for that game just yet. I read that on Reddit, earlier, like I think last night or something like that. So, and then as far as where that game is in development, there's no release date for it yet. It's like one of those games that is show well, looks good, but we don't know anything else about whether it's ever going to release. If it makes me feel like one of those Chinese games that you see all the glitz and glamour of it, and then but it's like in development hell forever. Like it never comes out because of whatever reason.
a good tech demo.
Yeah, I mean, because when you look at the trailer, like there was no button prompts. It wasn't like you was looking at an actual UI. Like, it's a whole lot. It's a whole lot, right? For the bad, it's good, but I good. So for the bad, for me, y'all, just the bad for me, believe it or not, was that mobile device.
Oh, we forgot about that.
That handheld, because I can tell you
the PlayStation Switch. The PlayStation Switch.
Well, no, it's not even that. It's more like a Wii U. Because let me tell you why. Because the more I dig deep on what they released for that device, it's a Wi-Fi only device, meaning that you have to have like your PlayStation in order to play it. It reminds me of, y'all remember that device I had bought for the G's something. But anyway, you could only. It's not like it's a standalone device. It's not like a Stream Deck where you can install games into your hard drive. You can play them from there, so on and so forth. It's a Wi-Fi device. So for me, that was bad. I'm like, well, who is this for? Why would I need to have this in the house? I still would need a PlayStation 5 to use it. Mm-hmm. So it reminds me of just another peripheral. Like, it reminds me of like the PlayStation VR. Like, I have to have the console in order to enjoy the experience. And I'm like, if that's the case, and I hope I'm wrong. I really, really hope I'm wrong.
No, you're right. From what I'm read, it's Wi-Fi only. You cannot download on it. And you have to have a PlayStation. It's streaming from the PlayStation 5.
That's what I'm saying. It's like I can do that on my phone. Like, for instance, I can stream my games from my Xbox to my phone and play my games on my phone. You know what I mean? I can already do that on on this mobile device right here. So it's like,
you can do that. You can already do that using that PlayStation app. So I don't understand.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I had to put it in the bad category, because I don't know who this is for. I don't know. And then also the price point is that's gonna make or break that device.
No, let's talk about how that battery life.
And the way it looks, like, I'm like, 4-hour battery life, like,
tripping. They probably want one. How much is they do a price on that yet?
They didn't talk about the price, so we don't even know how much it costs. Like, I need more details. I guess that's what it is. So that's why it's in my bad categories, because I need more details on that device.
What about the earbuds?
No, I like cups. I like cups when I play. Earbuds.
Okay, now the earbuds were cute-ish.
Yeah, they were
cute.
They
just looked at big, like that cute. White part, like it's gonna come out and like go bike head somewhere.
Yeah, I mean they looked nice, but I mean, I know it's all about sound quality, but I do worry about the price of those, because last time they released some earbuds, them doggone suckers were almost $300 for some earbuds. So you know,
for PlayStation.
For PlayStation. So I know they're gonna be expensive. And I already got like these. I like these. These are Bose, and I already got my doggone other Sonys right here. Like, I don't need no earbuds. It's gonna fall out my head when I'm getting up or something. Like, I don't need no earbud. I'm not a big fan of earbuds in anyway. So yeah, I don't know. I guess I can throw that into the bad category too. So bad was hardware. Like, it's not for me. You know, it's for somebody
else. It ain't
here
because this is for the people who are deep into the PlayStation ecosystem. That is who that is for.
Maybe, exactly.
You have to be deep into it.
Exactly.
Knee deep in that.
You know what's so funny? I asked myself that question. I was like, if Microsoft, because, you know, that's my preferred platform. I said, if Microsoft will release a device like that, would I be interested in it? And I keep going back to no. I still wouldn't be interested in something like that, because I just like dedicated hardware. I'm a big fan of dedicated hardware. I don't want to have to rely on something in order for something else to work. That's just not my MO. All right, so for my ugly, not enough first party. It just wasn't enough first party in that entire show for me. When I mean by first party, of course, you know, they're gonna have their marketing deals, the stuff that they have exclusive on their platform from third-party developers. What I mean is stuff made exclusively by SIE, Sony Interactive Entertainment. Like, I want to see them, like we talked about earlier. Want to see what Naughty Dog is doing. Want to see what Sucker Punch is doing. Like, I want to see. Now, granted, they did announce, like, with Haven Studios and what was the other one? Fire. I can't remember the other one. But those were like you said, they were CG. We didn't see any gameplay mechanics from those. They showed that one game at the very beginning, which was like a heist game. Mm-hmm. Reminded me of what's that game that Boogie likes? Yeah, when you do the heist, I can't think of it right now. Payday.
Payday.
Yeah, it reminds me of Payday. Like that was the very first initial trailer that they showed. But again, it was CG. It was something to kind of get the show hyped. I'm like, cool. It's great to show CG there. They did a good job of putting it in the beginning. But then, I think it'd have been nice for them to be like, oh, we're gonna have a show later that we talk about like the ins and outs of how this game will play, the mechanics and stuff like that. Because I think you need to dig deep on something like a new IP like that. And then they showed another CG game. I think it was from Fireside or something like that, where where it reminded me of Starfield. All they showed was like this jet flying, and they had like a countdown. I'm like, it had the same color scheme. They showed a burger instead of a sandwich. So I'm like, I mean, it's like almost like they're trying to like, I don't know. It felt like a steal, like try to steal some kind of thunder there. Like, oh, we gonna people gonna
we gonna copy your paper and see.
Right, we gonna look over there and see what the answer is, or that kind of thing. So
no Bloodborne.
That's the point.
Not
That's
a
what I'm
PC
saying.
port. No the PC port. No Bloodborne 2.
Neo, like they got, the thing is, Sony got a huge portfolio. They got a huge war chest of IP they need to take advantage of, and we just didn't see it here. And to me, it felt weird because we hadn't had a Sony showcase in like 2 years. They weren't at E3 in 2019. They was barely there in 2019. They didn't do anything for 2020. They didn't do anything for 2021. They didn't do anything for 2022. And then here we are, and this is the show. So it felt a little interesting, a little weird. So as a fan, I'm a little disappointed. But some things, like I said, the stuff they did show they put out to me that was like, oh yeah, I'm playing that. I can see myself buying that. I can play on Xbox. So but I give it as far as a letter grade, I give it a C.
Okay.
B, C, and D.
I have a question.
You said B minus. You said B minus.
Let's get that right. Don't a B and a B minus is two different things, girl. We know that. I do have a question. Do you guys? I got to give a shout out to Xbox marketing teams, because sometimes they don't come when you want to, but they always come on time. Because
I think they did what they were supposed to do, though. Like
that part.
I mean, to me, it's like you're supposed to tell gamers and players that's like looking at the other platform. They're like, look, that's over here too. Like, where you going? Like, we right here too. We got it too. Like, what's up? Like, where y'all
going? They didn't need to say nothing.
Immediately after the show, they was like, we got the
show. And then if you notice too, not only did they put the tweet out on but they also posted all the trailers on the YouTube Xbox account. They put every trailer. Like, it was.
I didn't know that one. I didn't even know that one.
The one of the games that's also coming, they just boom. I mean, I was just like, that's how you're supposed to do that, though. You're supposed to.
I think that was great. I think it was great because for a second, I did not know that.
That's cold-blooded.
When I was watching, I was like, okay, there's a little bit of flames here. I'm gonna have to really see.
Really well done. But even when they did the Metal Gear, when they showed Metal Gear, and the only thing they posted was like the box, and the little exclamation point. I'm like, yo, this is clever. That's clever. They couldn't say it during the show, right? Yeah. But they did it, and then so it was. And then you find out later that not only is Snake Eater remake, I think it's a remake, coming out, but also the other games that they announced with the previous ones titled
the Metal Gear Solid
the
Master Collection.
Yeah, the collection
1, 2, and 3
is also coming out too. So
that just made my heart flutter a little bit because I've been talking about playing Metal Gear Solid, the first one, for a long time, and I hope that it's not as bad as like the Grand Theft Auto collection, because it was bad.
Yeah. I do that.
I
do want to throw a curveball in all of this, though. Like I always do, right? I try to be the voice of reason, but I try. I failed at it, but I try.
As long as you're trying.
What do y'all think? Do y'all think that the perception is wrong? Like, what I mean by that is, obviously we're on a different level with this. Like, that show likely appealed to everybody other than us.
No, it did not. Wait. Just wait.
Okay.
Go ahead.
So what I mean by that is, like, they tried to appeal to not so much the hardcore, but the casual base. They had showed a ton of variety, and everything that they showed, except for maybe a few, should be releasing relatively soon. And like I said, that's an Xbox play. So that's what I'm saying. Do you think that the Twitter, like people being loud on Twitter about it, all the the dialogue that's going on, do you think that's just a social media perception versus the reality?
No. I feel like where Sony messed up at, and I'm not saying it was a bad show, because if that was an Xbox show.
But see, reason why it works for Xbox is because of Game Pass.
That part, because we already know.
Like, oh,
if even a majority of those games had been shown at the Xbox show, we already know Game Pass. But the simple fact that it's on Sony showed it, that means I got to pay for it. So now I got to think, do I really want to spend this money to pay for this game that I might not like? That's the beauty of Game Pass.
What about the essential package from this subscription service for PlayStation? Any of these games that they showed?
No,
they're not
none of
going
Sony's
there?
games go to day one. You will have to wait for them. They are never day and date. You have to wait 6 months to a year.
It's good over there, girl.
Yeah, it's ugly. But I think where Sony messed up is that they should have had with the indies, because again, they are trying to expand their portfolio. They are trying to do more, like I said, live service games, indie games. They're trying to showcase this because they have them. They just never showcase them. They should have put those in there with more AAA games, what they're known for. That way people would have gotten what they were used to and been exposed to something new, which is...
I think they tried to show that, though. I think they tried to show the indies. They definitely focus a little bit on VR. We know they're trying to sell that device.
Yes.
So, I mean, I'm just sometimes I'm curious about that, because we do know that Twitter can sometimes be an echo chamber of the hardcore.
This is true.
Right? Of the hardcore. So, I don't know. I see others trying to say something about what I'm saying, but I think my perception of it all could be true. Because I know a lot of people I talked with, they had the same perception that I did. It was like, that show was okay. They could have did XYZ, and I hoped to have seen XYZ, but didn't. I left away with more disappointment than surprise. And so I wonder if it's generational. I wonder if it's, like I said,
you think we are jaded?
I think, because we think about how much we the crowd that complain about frames, and we're the crowd that complain about graphic fidelity, and we're not like, if you think about the typical Nintendo Switch fan, they don't care about that. Like,
but if you think about Nintendo, people are playing Tears of Kingdom right now. They're guaranteed a good time. It may be ugly as I don't know what.
Maybe ugly, maybe 30 frames.
But they are guaranteed a good time.
Right. This is what I'm saying. Like, I don't know. To me, it could just be perception. Like, I don't know. This is what I'm asking, because I'm trying to get, like, I don't want it to be like I'm the only person thinking this, because
I think your opinion is valid, and I think there's other people that feel the same way as you do, but it gets overshadowed by the loudness of social media, that the people that do have the voice of reason get smothered with the bullshit.
Like, it's people I talk with, because we run in the same circles. You know what I'm saying? And everybody, hardcore, like, yo, we want to see this, and this didn't show up, and everybody got their list of games they wanted to see that didn't show up. It's like, well, dang, But a person who's not necessarily, in that bag or familiar with that whole thing, like, never played Bloodborne, don't even know what factions is. Like, I'm serious. Like, just don't know. Not on the up and up with everything. I'm sorry. Others think
she's not the only one. That's cap on the app. That's cap. You're not gonna do it. You not know.
So I'm just putting another. I'm just putting another opinion out there, because like I said, I try to look from the perspective of the developer. I try to get the perspective of Sony being the publisher, and like why they did the show, why they decided to go with these set of games. I try to look at it in the whole, what's the word, totality. Like I try to look at everything and then come up and just like I said, that's why I said I was gonna throw a monkey wrench in this whole thing, because I'm curious, you know.
And see, but okay, I understand what you're trying to say, but like even Sony themselves couldn't take the heat, because like the very next day there was it was like articles out like, hey, Sony purposely held back stuff. Yeah, like if you purposely held, why did you hold it back then? If you had it ready, like we would have taken another teaser.
I got a question for that. Say that you got the best peach cobbler pudding out here in these streets, and instead of having your peach cobbler pudding at your party that you hosting, you won't have your peach cobbler pudding at somebody else's house. That's how those articles were the next day it was. And I think that's weird, because I'm going to make sure I'm going to have the best of everything at my cookout.
At my house. But yeah, so like using that.
I'm just saying.
Apparently, all the new stuff that they held back is not supposed to be at Summer Game Fest.
Like what?
Why are we trying to help this other dude out? We don't want him.
To be fair,
and that's the thing.
To be fair, I hate to do this because other thing is giving me a hard time. To be fair, just think about it now. Summer Game Fest has been very Sony PlayStation heavy.
That's because they, you know what?
We gonna go into the reasons as to why. We're not gonna go into the reasons.
We know the reason why. We know the reason why.
What if they're onto something? What if that's what's
so you're telling me, as a marketing standpoint, Delilah, I remember I went to school with you, so I know. As a marketing standpoint, you gonna put your big hitters on somebody else's show.
Well, wait. What if that show is think about that show live now? That show is in person. That show get a lot of eyes. Like we know that show is extremely popular.
Answer the question. You go put your Wolverine. You go put Wolverine on Summer Game Fest.
Especially if you're trying to appeal to someone other than your core. Like think about
it. But they don't have a core audience. That Wolverine is not a multiplayer game. That is a PlayStation.
That's true.
PS5 title. They should have had it at their house.
Showcase. Right. I feel you on that. But what I'm saying is, what if they are though? Like what if the showcase?
You know what? We gonna have to, if we get to the Summer Game Fest and Sony ain't got nothing off the chain, Delilah.
I smell a bet. I smell a bet.
I mean,
y'all know I don't like this man anyway.
Think about this though. Think about the Keeleys for a second. We always
that's a plural.
Think about it though. If it's always been very, like I said, PlayStation, Sony heavy. They could be holding like two bangers. Look, they could have showed Death Stranding 2. They didn't. They could have showed gameplay for that. They didn't. Y'all know Keely's love him some Kojima.
He got a page ready for him.
So okay, Sir X-Man, thank you for the $2 super chat. The problem is Jim Ryan is not a gamer. He is a businessman. Okay, so you telling me there's a possibility that there'll be some Sony titles coming up on this?
Why not? Think about it.
But your bangers. You know what I expected at Summer Game Fest from Sony? In-depth reporting, like, hey, let's get some behind the scenes of Spider-Man at Summer Game Fest. Now that I would watch, because again, you couldn't put that in the Sony showcase.
But think about the last couple of years, they've been relying on Summer Game Fest for their show, for their games. Like if you think about it, previous years, it's been like
that's because they ain't had a showcase.
Oh my God.
Now I'll be surprised.
That's what happens.
I'll be surprised.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say I'll be surprised if Summer Games Fest is all third party. Like Sony is no SIE, no XGS, just all third party.
You'll be surprised.
I'll be legit surprised. If you think about the timing. Summer Game Fest is what, June 8th?
I think so.
June 8th. And then you got this junk coming up. And then you got June 11th with the Xbox showcase. So it's like perfect. Like to be like, okay, we're gonna show this show, get the temperature.
Man, you got your tinfoil hat on. I'll be damned if I put my bed.
I don't.
I'll be damned. You
know what? Because she making sense, because when is the Xbox showcase?
The 11th.
So it means it's after Summer Game Fest. Xbox is not finna have their stuff on that show and they turn around and show the same thing on Summer Game Fest.
See?
So Yeah, her tinfoil hat might be on there, but it's small because she making kind of sense.
It's room. They got room to be like, okay, they got time to be like, okay, well, I show what this temperature we got, the feedback, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna add a game right in. We're gonna go ahead and email Keeley and you put Death Stranding 2 on the docket, and we're gonna go ahead and send him this other SIE title.
I hope they don't have shit up in there in a couple of weeks so I can come back on this show and be like, yeah, what happened, Delilah? I can't wait. It's logically, I would have my bangers at my house, at my showcase, logically. So,
again, both of y'all making sense. I'm sure look here, if I'm going to somebody else's cookout, yeah, I might take something, but they ain't getting the best.
They're not gonna get the best. The best ribs.
I can have at home. They ain't
Thank you. They're gonna get what you get. Better yet, I just slip you a 20 and you just cook it yourself. But you ain't getting the best.
I like when Delilah proves me wrong, but I love when I'm right. I hope they don't show nothing.
We gonna see.
It's
exciting though, right? It's
exciting.
Hey, this was summer photo.
This was summer showcase season. You know what I mean? Let's
go. So what I'm gonna say, if they do show something at Summer Game Fest, then the PlayStation showcase was really, really, really trash. Ooh. It gets a lower grade. I'm letting you know right now. They fail. I'm telling you. Ooh. Oh, Fonzarelli. Hey, Fonz. Thank you for coming through with the $20 super chat. I don't believe this narrative that Sony held back. If there were other trailers and they were better than what they showed, why hold back?
Thank you.
At your own show. Just to bolster someone else's show. Keep up the good work, lady. Thank
you. But again,
you sound like lady.
what the man said, at your own show.
Thank you. They don't want to see it though.
You ain't. I can't. I'm sorry. Like again.
So you honestly
Delilah's tinfoil hat.
Charisse, wait. You honestly think that they're not gonna show Death Stranding 2 at the Keeleys?
No. Well, excuse me. No. Wait. Take that back. At the Game Awards. Yes, because again, that man will bend over backwards for old boy. But will Sony show it at Summer Game Fest? No.
Okay, I got a question, Delilah. Why didn't it show Death Stranding 2 at the showcase? Why didn't add another maybe 20 minutes?
Because the because Keeley, like, he loves that interaction with Kojima. I really think that we could see it there.
What about Wolverine?
I don't know nothing about that.
So what about Bloodborne?
Those are. I
mean, I know PlayStation do hear their fans a little bit. I mean, the PlayStation fans saying they want Bloodborne.
No, I don't even care. At this point, I just want a reason to turn on my PlayStation that is not Genshin Impact.
You chose to play Genshin Impact on your PlayStation. There was games there. What you just chose to play that one.
Like Horizon, come on now, it's games. Y'all tripping. God of War, come on, y'all.
Returnal, they got God of War,
right?
They got Forspoken,
right?
Is Forspoken on sale yet?
Oh, is it?
Probably
it
not.
Just came out. I don't think so.
I was gonna get Forspoken, but I'm not gonna pay full price for it. I can't do $70.
They are really going at me in the chat. Talking to Delilah out here signing contracts.
So, like I said,
that's all.
You might get a commercial. You might get a PlayStation commercial in the Summer Game Fest. You might get a handheld commercial, an earbud commercial on Summer Game Fest. But like I said, if they show anything on Summer Game Fest that was harder than what they showed earlier this week, they're gonna get a failing from me. That's it.
Come on, y'all.
Ain't no man, woman, child, or entity that's gonna make me put the best GWG content on their own shit. The best content is going to GWG, right? The best thing I can produce, right? It's going to GWG first before Lady Infamous, before whoever I get associated with.
That's a good point. You're gonna take care of home first.
You gotta take it. And I don't think. And what you're telling me that if they're gonna show some shit at
I said that one. I said I could see that one game being it. Like
because we know that one game. If that's the exception, and
Because I just
It's still
I look
out.
at
You
that
know
list-
what? We already know what game they playing. They're gonna do Final Fantasy 16 for the half dozen 11 trillion time.
No.
At Summer Game Fest. Like I am so sick of this damn game.
All I'm saying,
Oh my goodness.
if they were going to show something in Game Fest, then Jim Ryan should have been like, well, thank you for joining us here at our showcase. I can't wait to see more of y'all at the Summer Game Fest since they so close, right?
Now see, I like that. I do like
they
that.
didn't say nothing like that. All they said was, this was our last game. Hope you enjoy it. And they showed 20 minutes of a mission from Spider-Man 2. But they didn't say anything
that was a long segment of Spider-Man 2.
That's a mission.
I was surprised at how long that was. I'm like,
they showed a lot during that mission.
A lot. Like,
and if you notice with that Spider-Man, and again, I just want to point out, full disclosure, I played the original Spider-Man on PS4. I played Miles Morales on PlayStation 5. This Spider-Man does not have a graphical upgrade.
It looks the same.
It looks the same.
It looks like
I'm not saying that's a bad thing because it was a gorgeous game to begin with.
Right.
But there is no graphical upgrade from the PlayStation 4 version of Spider-Man.
They're using access from the older games in that game. I'm gonna tell you right now.
Yeah. The story is what's gonna have to draw me into this game. And it's hitting those points because again we got Peter in the symbiote suit and he already showing that aggression. He's throwing these people around left and right. Miles is here looking like, dude, calm your mess down. Craven is around here hunting people left and right. So like the story beats are hitting it for me, but if we are looking for a graphical upgrade, this ain't the game for it. So again, y'all know me, I'm a story person.
I watched the Spider-Man trailer. You know the part where he's like walking, you know how it's like it gets moody and dark and he's like walking towards this, like, and he's in this corridor and it's really, really dark. I didn't understand that because I'm like, it's Spider-Man, why isn't he crawling on the wall? Like, why is he just walking like he invested?
That's how they hide their loading screens.
I see. Cause he just walking.
That's how they hide.
Why is he walking slow and looking? He not a detective. Like he could just.
That whole little area was basically a loading screen into the next area. Like you can move with it, but you can't really move a lot. Like you just have that one way that you can go, and you can move the camera like sort of left and right, but not that. See, that. I didn't know. The view is not as much.
I'm not familiar with that, so that's interesting.
Yeah. So that's how they hide their loading screens.
Okay.
Go to the next area.
Makes sense. Okay. Oh wow.
But yeah. Spider-Man again. I'm gonna get it. Somebody was trying to argue with me on Twitter that's already Game of the Year, and I'm like, hold your horses down.
I know you ain't talking about Game of the Year when the shit looked like last year. So let's stop the cow.
Hold your horses now.
Shit looked like last year.
Again, PlayStation 4 version. Again, but we're here for the story. Yeah, but
it's all about the story with that game.
It's a no for me, dog. Now they got a new Miles Morales game. I got it.
That's just it. Did you see how the trailer they switched off? So you're playing them at the same time.
I want all Miles Morales. I won't have Peter Parker. I want all Miles Morales.
Nah, but you ain't getting that.
Well,
you can tell they're trying to make you like use them both, and you can see they're trying to have this little.
GTA 5 did that already.
Well, yeah, we've seen it before. But what I'm getting at is like you also had this narrative where because you could tell by at the end of the trailer how Miles Morales is like, so like so you could tell something's going on and something's wrong with Peter, right? Yeah. So I think they also gonna play into that too. The fact that he has that suit, the Venom suit or whatever, symbiotic. I don't know how to say it.
Symbiotic. Yeah. And so that means that Venom is coming also. So that means, are we gonna get a third character to play with? Like
Venom is gonna be DLC, man. Stop.
Girl, stop. You ain't right, but you ain't wrong either.
Look, y'all got it. Look, I ain't mad. I'm not gonna say the game is trash because you got some real legit Spider-Man fans, Peter Parker fans that y'all got it. Y'all better, if the game ain't fire, then y'all better say something. That's all I gotta say. Because I ain't touching it.
I already got issues. Like again.
Well,
you gonna get it? You gonna get Spider-Man?
I don't know. I probably watch my husband play it.
Okay, that's close enough.
Yeah,
I'll watch the movie.
That's it. Because for me, someone else pointed out as well. It's like it's on rails. Like That's who
with
said
your
that?
button inputs. I didn't like that either, because if you don't hit that button fast enough, mission is over with, or your you
Pragmatic
got to
Evil
redo it
said
all
that.
over.
Pragmatic,
It's just
he said the whole Spider-Man showing was on rails with minimal player input. You had your quick
I
time events, which is that's typical Sony to me. Like you watch the game, you see these cool set pieces, but I think that's a great way to kind of move the story along, and it's interactive, so it keeps you engaged. But that it shouldn't have been 20 minutes. Like, to me, I feel like that was pretty lengthy for that.
Between that and Gran Turismo, that's a
we
lot
didn't
of
even
filler.
talk about that movie trailer in the middle of the show.
Y'all know what? We keep on talking about this. I might have to drop my grade down to a C.
Well, you gonna drop it when you see some shit
out of place. And that's the only thing I would say about that. To have a movie trailer in the middle of a game showcase, it just felt out of place. It's like, why are they showing? I feel like they could have plugged any game there, even another indie,
any game,
a third party game. They could have put anything. They could have put the show, MLB the Show, like update. They could have put anything in that slot, but instead they decided to show their movie that's coming out, which is it's their IP, it's their property, it's based on a game. Yeah, they could. It's based on a game. I mean, it makes sense. Go ahead.
Okay, go back. All right. This was a good conversation, y'all. Yeah. We're gonna go with tidbits, and then at this time, while we do our tidbits, we're gonna take any questions. If you're new, put questions in bold letters, and then your question next to it. One of our wonderful ladies will grab the question, and I will start off with the tidbits. Like Attack on Titan, I think the news that's coming out that their final season part 2 is coming out later on in the year. I'm ready for this. I'm ready to close the chapter on Attack on Titan. It's a good show, but I think within the last couple of seasons they dragged it a little bit too much for me as far as the anime is concerned. But I'm ready to close the chapter on that. And I'm exploring a little bit of more Crunchyroll in there as well. So what else tidbits? Lobster rolls. I've been searching lobster roll recipes because I wanted a lobster roll, and I walked to a spot and it costed $37 for one lobster roll. I was like, I can't justify spending $37. Yeah. Girl, you know what I can do with $37 at the right place, Delilah?
Oh, I know. Trust me.
That's
a good bit of money now.
Yeah, so I'm looking up like lobster rolls. Like, my cooking game is slowly getting better because I'm a girl. Like, I'm a big girl. I like to eat. I don't mind spending an extra couple of bucks to eat good quality food. But when I go to a spot and I spend good quality food, spend money on some quality food and it ain't popping, I get upset. Because you talking about natural the added dollar.
That's a very natural reaction. You spend that kind of money on food, you expect for it to be great.
Yeah. So I'm looking like, I'm looking up lobster rolls because it's too much money. Or I'm looking up chicken fried steak because the last place I went and got it was fucking horrible. So,
yo, if they ain't some little old lady in the back,
nah, man, it was horrible. I didn't even want to take a picture and send it to y'all. That's how bad it looked.
I was like, yeah, because I remember now. I remember the one place you went to. You sent a picture of
Deborah's. Yeah,
Deborah's.
I went to Deborah's. It was good. It was good. But $4 for extra biscuit killed me. Killed me.
I think you know how to make biscuits.
What? Okay, you know what? Let's move on.
Look here, as a southern
lady,
I do not know how to make biscuits. Everybody says that. Everybody says that.
Man, just get the Pillsbury dough cans and pop some shit.
No, legit, Charisse, you're going to be mad when you make it. You're going to be like, dude, I could have been making this. Because it's super easy.
Everybody says that.
You need measuring spoons and a measuring cup.
That's it.
And baking soda and baking powder. But I'm not a baker. So I'm not baking biscuits. I marinate some meat and roast that shit, but I'm not making biscuits. All right. Anybody else have any tidbits for the week? Any shows? Any movies? The Little Mermaid. Who watched it? All right, Delilah.
It was good. Go see it.
That's it.
Especially if that's your vibe. If you're really big on Disney and that's your vibe, definitely go check it out.
Okay.
I think Chloe did an amazing job.
What's the song is popping?
What's the what?
The song.
song.
Oh yeah, all the
popping.
songs was popping. Oh yeah.
Okay.
The Kiss the
Even
Girl.
what's
Oh
the
my
girl
gosh.
that played Ursula?
That's
How
right.
was that? That's the one thing I was
Melissa
iffy
McCarthy.
about.
She did a great job.
Okay, because Ursula, my girl.
Ursula, yeah, she did a great job as Ursula.
Okay.
Everybody did. The acting was great. I didn't have any issue with like somebody looking kind of off or whatever. I thought it was good. So
Awesome. I did go see Fast 10 last weekend.
what'd you do?
Yo, even though they talk about family a lot, Jason Momoa, oh my god,
He stole the movie.
he stole the show.
Okay.
Like it was me, my husband, and my daughter, and we
I
were
might
in
watch
there
that
rolling.
today. I might watch that today.
You watch it if
I
you can.
might.
Yes, it was a trip. He made that whole movie.
I hadn't seen the last 3 though, so I don't
You
know.
ain't you good.
You ain't
good.
missing
Trust
much.
me. Trust
It's
me.
about
You
family.
ain't-
How about that?
Family is important. That's all you need to know. And everybody and their mama is in this movie. Like, yeah, they pull back all their people. I think except one person that I did not see. And there is an end credit scene, so if you do go, stay for that.
Okay.
But yeah, it was a good popcorn flip. We're not expecting any kind of Academy Awards here.
That's it. Just action. That's it.
Action.
That's all I want to see. Some fighting and some action stuff blowing up.
That's it. And that's what you're gonna get. We got some shit that don't make no kind of sense when it comes to the laws of physics. But we here.
But that's all it is, right? That's all that movie series.
That's all it is.
Yeah.
But yeah, Fast 10. Like Jason. I thought I loved you before. Nah, boo.
All right, I'm gonna check it out. Just because you
That's
said that, I want to make sure we go.
Don't
see that.
don't go in expecting some high quality
Oh,
stuff.
I never
now.
do. Not for that series.
Nah. I wasn't expecting it. I'm gonna hear explosions and family and kisses and two ladies fighting.
It make no sense if you think about it logically.
Nah. Logically, they wasn't supposed to make it a few movies ago.
Oh my god, this shit should have stopped like 3 movies ago. But like
They got another one coming though.
2 more.
What?
They milking that shit
Oh, you know
more than
what?
Harry
Milk.
Potter.
That's milk. For real.
Yeah, that's mother's milk.
Okay.
Oh, because again, this ends on a cliffhanger too.
Ooh.
Oh my god.
All right.
Okay. All right. All right.
So,
All right.
Yeah.
My tidbits. I would say because it's we in the United States at least there's Memorial Day Monday, so definitely celebrate. Celebrate servicemen. It's important for sure. I feel like they don't get enough credit for what they do for us as a country, and when they come back from whatever activity they do, we don't do enough for them. So definitely celebrate, enjoy it, cook you some barbecue, enjoy that beautiful sun. Especially if you're in the South right now, the sun is out. It's beautiful, so enjoy it. Also, that's all I got. Like I said, I think Little Mermaid was good. So if that's your vibe, check it out. And play Ravenlock. Like I said, it's on Game Pass. So it's a quick playthrough. Very Zelda-ish. So yeah.
All right. Do we have any questions?
We got a few, some of them that don't make no sense, but
If it doesn't make enough sense, don't read it.
Others think we love you, boo. But we already answered your Gran Turismo question. Sir X-Man, do you think Xbox is ready to bring that smoke at its showcase? Yes. But question is, are they gonna do it?
Y'all know that meme where they got the dude who's sitting there, he's at the thing and he's like, I hope so, with the Scully on.
Yeah.
Kodak Black. I hope so. That's how I feel. I hope so. Scully and
As a consumer of Xbox, I want them to show up and to show out.
yeah, I want Xbox to show up, like I said, with the Scully and the Black Forces on. Like I want them to have all.
You want they Xbox marketing team is in their villain era. I want Xbox itself to be in its villain era. Like, just come on, boo.
Let's go. Bring the heat.
Let's go.
Let's go. That's it.
But yeah,
We like memes. They know they can hit us with the good memes. So
they
I'm
can.
ready.
So Stitch, should Microsoft close that ABK deal before the 6th so that Diablo can hit Game Pass on day 1?
If they do that shit, which they won't, they better give me my money back. They took that shit out this morning. They took that shit out this morning. I'm like, what? I'm like, oh. I think with Stitch, he always want every game that's coming out that's under the umbrella to go on Game Pass, and he's speaking into existence.
Really blame him. That's as someone who like pushes first party and want first party. That's the expectation now. That's what they said. Like Game Pass is going to Game Pass. And if I want a little bit extra, if I want the bonus pack or the extras, I pay my little extra fee to get the extras, the bonus stuff. Like, I'm okay with that model. Give me the game and I pay for the extra stuff.
I like that too. I be using it. But yeah, so let me see. I think that is all. Shout out to the new people who are commenting. We greatly appreciate it.
Yes.
Remember to like and share. You know, we enjoy all the comments because, as you can see, we do be reading them, and laughing and giggling along with them. But yes, so that is all the questions, lady.
Okay, Pragmatic Ego, you better hit me up. I'm not gonna be chasing nobody
for their gift now.
I'm telling you.
Pragmatic again, talking about they Final Fantasy. I mean, not Final Fantasy, but Fast and Furious. They went to space in the last movie, Delilah.
Oh my god.
They were supposed to make it. They wasn't even supposed to make it.
How?
Tyrese and Ludacris.
What is Tyrese doing in space?
It was Tyrese and Ludacris.
Look here. They mention it in this movie, but it's not really relevant. You just go with it.
Okay.
Just go with it.
Just roll with the punches. Like,
yes.
Okay, I got it.
Okay.
Anyway, okay, we done, lady.
All right. Well, thank you so much. But the last 10 minutes, my stomach was growling, so you know what time it is.
Food o'clock.
We doing outros. I'm gonna start with CHAREECE on the bottom. Let them know where you at.
All right, everybody, it's your girl CHAREECE here. Your resident Sony hater, apparently. No, I'm not. Again, I own a PlayStation, y'all. I own a PlayStation.
You can also own the same thing at the same time. So what?
Some people buy it just so they can say that.
Look, I want to play this game, this system. Make me play it because my husband is using it as a coat rack.
I saw that. That is so messed up. I thought you were joking about that, by the way.
I am not joking. Whenever he comes over here, how you doing, baby? Or let me hold my jacket up. And the simple fact that the PlayStation can hold up a shirt that's on a hanger and like it's nothing because it's just that heavy. But yeah, so again, it's your girl CHAREECE here. Thank y'all for coming through. This has been an excellent show, and I enjoy my Saturdays every Saturday. Interacting with the ladies, interacting with the chats. But yes, y'all, it's Memorial Day weekend. Go be with your family, your found family. Just be nice to each other because you never know what somebody else is going through. But yes, we'll see y'all next week.
Miss Delilah?
Yes, so thank you everybody for rocking out with us in the chat and for just being here, for showing up. We appreciate y'all. You all know you can follow me on Twitter, Delilah_HD. And shout out to LBOOGIE, man. We did miss you today. I would have loved to have heard your takes on all of this.
We might do an in-depth
rundown
post,
next week.
Post next week.
Yeah, post something to kind of get her because I know she probably have a lot to say as well.
Yes,
but yeah, we'll catch y'all on the next one.
Okay, all right, and you know me, Lady Infamous. We're gonna be back on Monday. We're gonna play Call of Duty. We're gonna try to get to 625. I think I'm at 606 now. Make sure you check us out. We got an Instagram now. Yeah, we got a TikTok now, and we got Instagram. We got TikTok. Make sure you tell a friend and tell a friend and tell a friend. We are here, and we are happy, and we are ecstatic when you guys come every Saturday. The new people, welcome. You're gonna get to know us a little bit better, and thank you for joining us today. And we'll see you guys next week. And have fun. Be kind to yourself. Be kind to others, and just treat yourself. Please treat yourself. Whatever the treat is.